Ooh, let's talk about how to use getting a taste of your own medicine to supersize and grow your business. Actually, sipping one of those hot uh, zinc and vitamin C and medicinal drinks this morning just to make sure that my throat stays clear and as cold and flu stays up, I guess, or is upon us. I want to make sure that I'm doing whatever I can to prevent and make sure I'm getting the vitamins and the minerals and the sources I need to stave off any illnesses or cold or things. I spent last Christmas in bed, like not even in bed, on the couch. I couldn't even get to bed because I was so sick. And so I want to make sure I don't have a repeat of that this season. One Christmas missed is enough, I think, in my life. So I will taste my own icky medicine that I choose to taste. Well, what the heck does getting a taste of your own medicine mean? It, of course, means being treated in the way that you treat other people, being the way you treat other people. I say pretty often, treat other people the way you want to be treated, right? Always treat your vendors, your suppliers, your customers for sure, your industry peers, your competition, other people the way you want to be treated, the way you want to and expect to be treated. Because what we put out in the world is what we get back in the world. This is actually an Aesop story. Aesop told the story of the salesman, the swindler, actually, he called him, who went from town to town peddling his potion, which was supposedly a medicine and a cure for absolutely anything. Well, as it would happen, the swindler fell ill, and the people that he had been selling this to chose to feed him his own medicine. Well, of course, he knew it wasn't going to work because he knew he was having to have a taste of his own medicine, which I suspect probably didn't taste very good. So how does this show up in our lives now? I see it all the time. I've experienced it a lot in my life, as I'm sure you have. Have you ever had a boss who was awesome at judging and criticizing and giving out negative feedback and micromanaging and being on your case all the time, but couldn't take any feedback at all from anyone else? I think we've all experienced that, or at least many of us have experienced that. Maybe that is you. Maybe you're great at dishing out and talking and communicating and giving people feedback, but you're not very good at accepting it yourself. It can happen with compliments as well. Some people are great at giving compliments, but they're not good at receiving them. Some people are great at giving gifts, but they're not good at receiving them. It makes them uncomfortable. Bullies are a great example of people that don't want to be treated the way they treat other people. They bully and they badger and they, put down and criticize other people. But if you criticize or stand up to a bully, that is how you get them to leave you alone and back down. Same with gangs and criminals. I think that and any kind of misbehavior, if it's allowed to continue, if it's ignored or accepted or sanctioned by the media, perhaps it becomes tolerated by the masses and creates all kinds of problems. So how do you use this in your business? Well, treat other people the way you want to be treated. Put out kindness and wisdom and solutions and love and gratitude and generosity. Do good work, and that's what you'll get back in return in your life. I guess it's probably more of a philosophical than a business principle, but I think anything philosophical is probably an incredibly powerful business principle because we're all human beings and we want to be treated like human beings. There's nothing worse than being treated like you don't matter. And there's a lot of businesses that treat their customers, me included, like we don't matter at all, like we're just a number and that they're doing us a favor by letting us do business with them. Have you ever had that experience, gone into a shop and you're like, oh my God, it's like the people are so rude and so snooty and so elitist and so ridiculous. They act like, and they're sales associates, right? They act like they're doing you a favor by having their merchandise there for you to purchase. They've got it backwards, right? They don't realize that if it weren't for them, if it weren't for the customers, they wouldn't have a business. They wouldn't exist. There's also another saying that this reminds me of: how we treat anyone is how we treat everyone. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I think some people actually intentionally or subconsciously treat people that they think are their peers or their superiors in one way, and then they treat people that they deem to be their inferiors or they're maybe people that report to them or something differently. Guess what? People don't like that. People don't like inconsistencies in your behavior, in your leadership style, in your communication, in the way you treat people. People want to know what to expect from you. And if you treat everybody like a jerk because you're a jerk, people are going to treat you like a jerk. And if you're okay with that, more power to you. But I say, let's remember that getting a taste of our own medicine isn't always, it doesn't always feel good, but sometimes it's exactly what we need to realize that we're not treating people the way that we want to be treated, that we're not behaving consistently across the board, that we're not doing the things to build the culture that we want to have within our organization. So I'd love to know your experience with getting a taste of your own medicine. I got a lot of a taste of my own medicine. I used to tease people. Teasing is another thing. A lot of people can dish out teasing and joking and cracks about other people, but they can't take it at all. Most of us have got at least one experience with somebody that we've made a joke to, and they've gotten super duper offended and maybe didn't talk to us for a while. So share in the comments below your experience with getting a taste of your own medicine. Have you? What was the result of that? Did you change your behavior? Did you feel differently? Did you treat other people differently as a result of that? Just curious. I know I certainly have. That's it. Go out, have an absolutely amazing day, and I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to grow your business right now?